Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome back to the channel for another Clash of Clans video. Today we're going to be talking all about LavaLoon at Town Hall 10. In particular, going to give you 4 different types of LavaLoon attacks, how to use those 4 different types, and when to use those 4 different types of LavaLoon attacks as well.
Nerf this!
If any of you guys are new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's jump right into it, guys. I'm going to press play on this triple by the dude in WHF2. And guys, our first example is going to be the starting place. So this is where you should start if you want to learn LavaLoon attacks, and that is going to be Wrecker LavaLoon. And basically, you're just sending in that small kill squad. You're only bringing enough troops to funnel to get your heroes in behind that wall wrecker to grab some value. Basic targets are going to be the enemy queen and the enemy CC. Those are the ones you have to get. All right, and when you're doing a Wrecker LavaLoon entry, you also need to create some sort of pathing throughout the base. If you have a big square or big circle, you don't know which way your loons are going to path. You're going to leave some areas untouched. So you want to cut out a chunk of that base, make it into a C shape or an L shape if possible, and that way you have a nice little path around the rest of the base for your loons to follow. The pathing is predictable. You can cover it well with spells, hastes, heals, whatever you got on the back end to keep those loons going through the base. Now he's actually got bowlers inside of that wall wrecker as well, so he used a heal and a rage to keep them alive. Queen is coming in after as well, so she should grab some more value unless she ducks back out of the base to go after some other stuff. Looks like, but look at what we got left here. That's quite a bit less base than what we started with. It's not a very thin path at its lowest point, but the pathing has become predictable. When you're looking at loon pathing, you're looking at the spaces between defenses, not really caring about the rest of the buildings. It attests the farm right on that entry. It's a good thing he at least pathed the hound through there at the start. Ends up using 3 hastes right there at the beginning. Another haste to get him over to the expo a little bit sooner, and luckily that last hound was being tanking that wizard tower over there, so they only got a few shots off on the loons by the time it turned around, and he's going to be able to cover these last 4 defenses with another haste. Now I gotta say, when I'm doing this attack, usually I'm bringing Valkyries in my wall wrecker. That way I don't have to commit so many spells to keeping those bowlers alive. Usually I'm just using 1 rage for the Valkyries inside the wall wrecker, and I'm bringing usually a rage and a heal for the loons on the backside, along with about 4 hastes, and then another poison is going to round out your other spell there just to take care of that enemy CC. But look at this, we still got a hound up, guys. This base is wrecked. All right, now this is the place I suggest you start LavaLoon because it's the easiest to get that easy pathing. You just got to funnel in your heroes, grab some value, including the CC and the queen, and then you can LavaLoon around the rest. But guys, if you're facing a clan that's using a lot of Lava Hound CCs, Wrecker LavaLoon not going to be your best option because you can really nullify your queen value with that defensive hound. She's going to spend a lot of time popping it, and the rest of her time, the rest of her life, honestly, trying to clean up those pups, and she's just not going to get that much other value. There's some other choices that we have later on in this video that are going to be better for Hound CCs. Check this out, guys. 37 here. Now we've got a queen charge LavaLoon. All right, the reason I don't suggest you start here is because it is a higher level of difficulty for sure than the Wrecker LavaLoon. Probably about double level of difficulty, because not only do you have to know how to LavaLoon, but you also have to know how to queen charge, and both of those are some high level skills in this game for sure. Determine that queen direction, that queen pathing can be very tricky until you get it down. It can be tricky for quite a while, and even for the pros sometimes it goes wrong. So here we go. The reason I got this at number 2 on this list, though, is this is the best option to use for fresh bases. In a clan that you don't know if they got a hound or not, maybe they have 50% hounds, 50% mixed CCs, Queen Charge LavaLoon gonna be your best option for LavaLoon because the queen can deal with any CC that comes out effectively, even a hound. All right, it's gonna slow her down, but that's it. She's gonna get through it, no problem. Those healers are gonna keep her alive another day, getting some more value. So best option for a fresh base if you're not sure if there's a hound in the CC. Sure enough, this one does have a hound in the CC, and you're gonna see charging a hound, not that big a deal if you know what to do. He delayed that poison spell until that hound was around half health. That way, by the time that hound pops, the poison is still active and it's going to have a chance to kill off some of those pups really speeding up that queen kill of all those lava pups. He's also got an archer in behind, helping with some of those pups over by the healers. More common what you'll see, even not on LavaLoon attacks, on any queen charge based attacks, is bringing a minion or two to help those healers deal with the pups. Now, unfortunately, the healers did take some heat early on from those double air defenses, so the queen is going to go down right here, but got the CC dealt with. You know, obviously not knowing what that was, got the queen dealt with and created some sort of pathing, and he's actually able to bring a stone slammer on the backside of this. And look, this stone slammer's already gotten 4 defenses down. There we go, 5 defenses down. Now it's dropping those max loons in the core of the base. Once again, we didn't quite have an L shape, but we had a nice chunk cut out of it, a manageable chunk. By using that stone slammer at the beginning, he was able to send it through the core of the base. You always want to go stronger with your first group of loons, or even use that stone slammer with the max loons in it. That way, your core push doesn't die out. If your core push dies, the rest of your loons coming in on the outside usually not going to save the attacks. You want to go stronger with your first sets of loons, maybe a couple drops of 5, or using that stone slammer to start off. That way, your core push stays strong, the core does not die out, and you maintain that momentum through the base. So start that core push strong, add in loons surgically around the edge after that, and hounds, of course, tanking in front of them, and you're gonna have a lot of success with LavaLoon. There we go, beautiful attack by Martin too. Unfortunate the air defenses took out his healers, but guys, queen charge LavaLoon's the best type of LavaLoon to use on a fresh attack, because a hound can screw up a wrecker entry, and mixed CCs can screw up Electron and Sui Lalo type attacks. So queen charge Lalo, definitely the best fresh attack strategy to use if there's a chance it might be a hound in the CC. Let's go down to number 3 here. Gonna be Electron on base number 30. And guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful attack, Electron. You're grabbing a lot of value, but you're like you would from a wrecker LavaLoon attack, but you're doing it from the air. Also has the added benefit, now that we have the stone slammer, we can do an Electron from any side of the base. Now look at this, he's got a baby dragon down, trying to cut out some of those buildings, probably just trying to clear path for his Sui heroes. King is down. Not grabbing a lot of valuable defenses right now, but one thing that you can do with those heroes that does get a lot of value is by clearing all the trash where you're going to send in your Electron. That's going to keep your E-Dragon focused inside the base. A lot of times if you don't clear that trash, the E-Dragon might get one shot off in the base, and then it bounces out to start cleaning up trash buildings instead of killing the queen, killing expos, killing air defenses, all that sort of stuff. Here we go. So Sui heroes there got a nice little chunk of value. Was a wizard tower and an air defense in that section, both high value things in a LavaLoon attack. Unfortunately, he had a regular loon in there. That's not what he wanted to clone. He was getting that clone, he was getting that clone spell down ahead of time. All right, he's getting it down right before that stone slammer pop, because he wanted to clone the max loons, or the max loon coming out of that stone slammer. Unfortunately, he had another regular loon in there, so he didn't get full value out of that, but at least the clone spell wasn't wasted. It definitely cloned some stuff and took out some value. Now the dragon in here has already taken out enemy queen. Looks like she's already down. I don't see her anywhere, but there's at least a few skellies left in this base, although that E-Dragon also took out a witch in the enemy CC as well. Let's see, get some more value right there. Almost gets down that air defense and that X-bow, but there his value is going to stop. Now once again, we've created that pathing just like you see in the wrecker LavaLoon attacks. In fact, this one, because this missing building in there, the pathing is nice and thin. Now since he had 2 multi-target Inferno sections to deal with, he elected to bring 2 heal spells on this attack. That is not the normal Electron attack composition. Usually if you're bringing 1 clone spell, you're going to bring 1 heal and several hastes, but he had some dangerous splash damage to deal with in this base, so I think he made a great call by bringing 2 heals there instead of a couple extra hastes to get through that. And look at those loons are probably just full health, just sitting there chilling. He's actually not going to need that haste spell at all. Did a beautiful job of taking apart this base. That Electron portion took out just enough in there to create some really nice pathing. Those loons were able to stay grouped together and strong throughout the rest of those defenses, well covered by the heals, and would have been well covered by the haste as well if he would have needed to use one. Guys, this is an excellent attack strategy versus bases that are rocking like ice golems in the CC or hounds in the CC, because when you send in that stone slammer, the blimp with the E-Dragon and the loon, that's type of stuff that will not target those air troops, so you won't even pull it as long as you're not suing your heroes in an area that are going to pull the CC. If you're dealing with the Hound or double Ice Golem CC, you don't even have to deal with it at all. You can sui your heroes around the outside where they won't pull the CC, send in the E-Dragon with the clone spell, and a lot of times you don't even pull those troops to have to deal with them at all. On the other side of that, though, thanks, King Kego, for making space for me and Rising. Got some attacks to record over there as well. On the other side of that, though, that attack doesn't do very well against mixed CCs, especially if witches are popping out of there. A lot of times that'll stop your E-Drag value dead in its tracks. So, good for Hound CCs, not good for mixed CCs. Let's go to number 4 on enemy team number 32. Excuse me. This attack's very similar to the Electron, you guys, in that you're going to be looking for the same sort of stuff with it. You know, you want to do this if you suspect it's going to be Hound CC or Double Ice Golem CC, because that way you just don't even have to deal with that CC at all. If you look at this, he doesn't even have a poison in his composition. I'm guessing he either was betting, you know, pretty heavily on it being a Hound CC, or it probably wasn't a fresh hit. If you've done a fresh hit that failed with the Hound CC or Double Ice Golem CC, start looking at Sui Lalo plans. Start looking at Electron plans, because they're going to be very effective in ignoring that Hound entirely. Now, he actually breaks into that top section. Usually on a Sui Lalo, well, at higher levels, a lot of times, Town Hall 12, you're going to be breaking into a section, but a lot of times you're just walking your heroes around that outer edge of the base. He's actually going to let his king die here instead of popping the ability, because you can see that CC line right there. If he would have popped his ability, he would have drawn the Hound out of the CC, and his queen value would have stopped there. As it is, she grabs a few more defenses. She's going to go back outside the walls and grab probably another archer tower before she dies. Maybe. We'll see if she gets it. It's going to be close. She might die. The archers actually pick up that last archer tower, and look, here we go, coming in with the Lalo. Very heavy Lalo, guys. This is his whole army, other than those 4 wall breakers that were in there and the heroes. All right, so he's got all the spells, all the Hounds, all loons. He's even got a Stone Slammer on the backside. He uses it in a section where there's no air defenses near, because that's where you're going to get the best value for that Stone Slammer. It does finally pop only after it takes down like 3 or 4 defenses solo, and now the max loons are going to come out of it and start taking out defenses as well. Guys, this is a brilliant attack strategy if you're dealing with a Hound CC or Double Ice Golem CC or something like that. That being said, you're going to need a little bit more skill for it, because you're not taking out a big chunk of the base with that Sui. So you have to be on top of your LavaLoon game. It's going to be a large LavaLoon. You got to have your drops down. Once again, you do want to go heavier on that first section. Make sure that your core push through the base doesn't die. If it dies and leaves a couple defenses standing, that's going to spell ruin. The rest of your loons are going to have to try to backtrack for those defenses. So my advice to you is to go heavier on those first couple drops. If you're not sending a Stone Slammer into that first section, maybe 5 loons for the first 2 drops, maybe 4 loons on the next couple, and then after that usually you can get away with 3, 4 if it's a wizard tower, that sort of thing, as you're moving around the rest of the base. But you want to go heavier at the start so that your core shot does not die out, because that will kill your momentum and kill your attack. Beautiful attack by Falcon on this one. Nice to see that Falcon likes more than just Falcon, but I'm guessing from his name he's a lot like me in the fact that he still likes the Falcon, although I don't know, who knows? Maybe that was just a phase, maybe he doesn't like it at all, but he definitely knows how to LavaLoon. Did a great job giving us that example right there. So there you guys have it. Record LavaLoon. Easiest one to start to learn LavaLoon with by far, because you're going to use a lot of those same funneling principles that you should have already learned on other attacks like Hogs. Get your heroes in, grab some value. You want to kill the CC, you want to kill the Queen. Guys, that goes for all these attacks, all right? You want to kill the Queen, and you got to kill that CC. Now, how you do that is up to you. If it's a Hound CC and you're doing LavaLoon, you don't have to kill it. If it's Ice Golems and you're doing LavaLoon, you don't have to kill those. They can't mess with your loons. You want to avoid drawing them if possible, because your minions can get stuck on those troops later on and it can end up in a time fail. Also, guys, on that last attack, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really should. He obviously didn't get his heroes in there to get the Queen. Didn't get him in there quite far enough, I don't think, but he did have a skeleton spell. All right, these new skeleton spells make Skelly Queen kills way easier than they were in the past. The armored Skellies are a lot more forgiving. They don't disappear entirely once they get hit with one blast from a wizard tower or bomb tower or something like that. So watch this Skelly kill. We're actually going to slow it down. There we go. Freezes the Queen. Wow, I tried to slow it down. I was too slow. I thought I pressed it, but did you see what happened right there? He had a rage down, all right? That rage serves to rage up your loons as well, but it can also rage up those skellies. Then he froze the queen to keep her right where she was, and he dropped a max skelly in his CC. Usually you don't have to freeze her, but hey, that's some extra insurance to get that done. So Skelly Queen kill on... Actually, I've honestly used it with Electrons now, too, at Town Hall 11. But you bring that Max Skelly in your CC, it's going to be the most effective one, that level 6. Skelly Queen kills are a lot easier than they used to be with the new Skelly spell function. So, wanted to make note of that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, hop in my Discord server, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to answer any other questions you guys might have about LavaLoon or other attacks or Clash in general. With that, guys, if you haven't done it already, check out the details below this video. In there, you're going to find links to all my social media. Make sure you give me a follow on Twitch because I do stream over there from time to time. Definitely join my Discord server. In there, this is the easiest place to get a hold of me. Also, guys, it's also the first place where I give notification for sub wars coming up, all that kind of stuff. If you're in my Discord server, you're gonna hear about it first. Also, guys, there's another link down there for WHF Family Recruiting Discord server. WHF's always recruiting max 10s, max 11s, max 12s. So come see if you got what it takes. WHF's an amazing place to clash. I gotta say, I'm pretty dang positive is the funnest clan in all of Clash of Clans. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.